being a true Onye Igbo is being conscious of the Igbo ethics and value system. Igbo belief system is polytheism. I think the VC put it so simply this morning when she said that Igbo said Egbe belu go belu. Live and let live, yes. If you're one Nigeria, you don't know what you are doing. Either you support P2B or you're a betrayer. Igbo is a word of duality. Has to go if I could obey. I don't have any problem with someone speaking Igbo. So of what use is your knowing how to speak Igbo is to me? All we need to do is to maintain balance. That a noble person is someone that says the truth. If you're not a Christian, you have no moral obligation to go shrine. Okay, imagine the VC of this university. Imagine see her by the river, carrying ram. That Jehovah Witness are the people getting it right.
So far so good. That means you support some of those policies.
Oh, I think the problem I had with Ordinana people when they declared fatwa on me was me supporting Soludo. How can you put the head of a cow in the middle of the road, the head of a goat, basket with a lot of things, plastics on the road? We are not sweeping it. Before we need to understand that Biafra does not exist. Biafra is dead. If they say it was Clayton, he said it happened in boundary in some community between Cross River and Ebonyi. It didn't happen in my own community. I've done research.
Welcome to another episode of the COOUTUBE Podcast studio. And today we have a proudly Onye Igbo in the person of Nze Tobe Osigwe, Nze Kolomo. Am I correct? Nze Kolomo. And joining me today is Ezoji Uchenna, also known as Bishop Osh. And today we'll be talking about culture, we'll be talking about identity, and then we'll be talking about the modern African youth. I would let our guest introduce himself properly so that the audience would know more about him. So, sir, maybe you can tell us who you are so the audience would know you better.
Well, telling a man to introduce himself is almost like asking a man to boast. And if the person is someone that is humble, the person will do a poor job of introducing himself because he will try to be as modest as he can be.
So maybe I should rephrase by saying, who is Nze Tobe Osigwe?
It's still another way of whether they have dozen or it doesn't. How do they say it? My name is Nze Tobe Osigwe. Nze Kolomo. I'm a dibia, a filmmaker, and I'm an Igbo cultural promoter. Currently, I'm the convener of Igbo Conversation Conference, where we are preaching about peace in Southeast, that peace is the most paramount thing that we need in Southeast. I'm a proud lover of anything Igbo. Yes.
So what inspired your passion for the Igbo culture and for everything you do? What inspired your passion?
I don't know. It depends on the kind of person you are. If you're a superstitious person, then I may want to give you the answer that leans more towards it, which is what some church people will call calling. That this is what I'm doing is my calling. In the Igbo system, we say if I name to promote Igbo, to preach Igbo consciousness. And when I mean Igbo consciousness, I'm talking about values, I'm talking about ethics. I just finished a lecture where I'm saying that Igbo culture is not about this bag I'm carrying. It's not about the dressing. It's not about wearing red cap and all these things. It goes beyond that. We are talking about Momi Fejido for in the sense of truth, standing on truth, ethics, respect for the old, respect for doing things the right way, how it's supposed to be done. Most of our people have forgotten about that. I was also in a pre-conference lecture in your school, and I told students that life is not all about money. Today, everybody is money conscious, but they forget that our people, Igbo ancients, say that that means to have people, to have someone, that means to have a good relationship with people. It's better than to have money, right? Yeah. But today, our people value money, material things, over these ethics, over these values, over this character, strength of character. Name, Ezia Fakego, that's also titled names of people of old. So people have forgotten about this, but is this the consciousness I'm talking about? I'm not talking about going back to Robinson. There is nothing wrong with that. I Robinson on my eyes. There is nothing wrong in dressing in cultural ways. I dress it. Anytime you see me, I exude Igbo culture. But it goes beyond what I call those extraneous factors, or I don't know whether I should use histrionics or what our people will call amansi.
Yeah. So, what does proudly Onye Igbo mean for you?
Proudly Onye Igbo means you must be someone that hold on to truth.
Hold on to truth.
Yes, I told the students something about Ibenne. Many Igbos have forgotten what Ibenne means. Ibenne means don't hurt your fellow, your brother, someone you share blood relation with, someone you are from the same place with. I used to tell them that Igbos in the past don't hardly kill human beings, but today we derive joy in some certain things that you can't believe that cannibalism can be found in an Igbo. In the Igbo days, they say, Obododewi Iwu, keep the rules of your community. Today we flaunt the rules of our community, right? And I told you about Omife Jidofo. So if you are talking about being a proudly Onye Igbo, you should be able to be someone that lives Omife Jidofo, the value of Omife Jidofo. Omife Jidofo, like I said, is standing on truth. Standing on truth. You should be able to stand on truth. Because Igbo said, Omife Jidofo, Makanojiofo Ghana, that anybody who stands on truth will be what? Be vindicated. At the end, you will become victorious. Right? And you see the Christian version, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But our ancients have said all those things. Omife Jidofo, Makanojiofo Yana. So this what mean being a true Onye Igbo is being conscious of the Igbo ethics and value system. Before we start going into the spiritual side, which that one is, I believe, is not compulsory. Igbo belief system is polytheism, which means they believe in many gods or many systems. That means it allows an Onye Igbo to be a Christian, to be a Muslim, to still be an Igbo traditionalist, to worship Shango, to decide to be Confucianist. So Igbo belief system does not mean you should come and practice Igbo spirituality, because Igbo spirituality is polytheism, and polytheism means
every god's are welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the VC put it so simply this morning, where she said that Igbo said Egbe Belu go Belu. Live and let live. Yes. Yeah. So we forget all those things, and today what you are seeing in an Igbo is either my way or the highway. Either you support Biafra or you're a fool. If you're one Nigeria, you don't know what you are doing. Either you support P2B or you're a betrayer. Either you're a Christian, or if you cannot be a true Onye Igbo, be a Muslim. You know, you must, as a true Onye Igbo, you must believe in the ways of your ancestors. No! That's not what the Igbo is telling you about tolerance in Igbo Belu Ugo Belu. That's not it. Igbo is a word of duality. Has to go if I follow Hana, if I could obey. That means once you believe something, there should be a counter belief. Once something exists, there should be a counter to that existence to create balance.
Does it relate back to the twofold heritage?
It's about duality consciousness.
Duality consciousness. What
the Chinese call yin and yang. So you must always know that something must be existing side by side. Yes, yes. If you have man, you have woman. If you have good, you have evil. There should be balance. Anything you believe. So don't attack the other person that is on the other side. Realize that the person is doing nation's work.
Oh wow, I'm indeed learning a whole lot. Yeah. So, but I think many youths are disconnected from the Igbo culture, or they don't feel proud being an Igbo person, because when you see the Yorubas, they're proud of their language, they're proud of everything they do. But you know, an Igbo person would be shy. I know many people, even some persons that are in this studio right now, that they cannot speak Igbo properly. So, what do you think about it? Because I feel that
I don't have any problem with someone speaking Igbo. Okay. Not knowing how to speak Igbo as an Igbo person.
If you don't have problem with it, don't you think the language would go into extent?
I've seen a lot of people who know how to speak Igbo who burn shrines. So of what use is your knowing how to speak Igbo is to me? I've seen a lot of people who know how to speak Igbo who say the ways of the Igbo ancestors are demonic. So of what use is your knowing how to speak Igbo is when you are condemning your own ways? It's better that you know how to speak German and you don't know how to speak Igbo. Yet you tell me that no, the ways of our ancestors are good. I may not practice it, but I believe is what works for them in their own time. I'll clap for you. I'll say you have more sense than knowing how to speak Igbo and saying God ifenda homel walo You're speaking Igbo to me. It doesn't mean anything.
So I think we should hold you responsible in years to come if the Igbo language should go into extinction like that.
Igbo language cannot go into extinction. I don't buy that. Igbo language cannot go into extinction. As far as the Igbo culture is there, the language will exist. For you to destroy Igbo language, you have to first of all destroy Igbo culture. And Igbo culture is still very much potent. That you don't practice it, that you don't know about it, does not mean that it's not there. Never is an Afionya. It's because some people you don't have interest in it, you believe others don't. Because you're not practicing it or you're not into it, you believe others don't.
You know, in this contemporary era, we are seeing parents now give their children names that are not even related to Igbo again.
Very
you see someone they are answering Hebrew names or this. What do you have to say about that?
Well, it's the parents of the child. Whatever you want to do, you are free. It's a free world. Like I said, I would prefer Igbo parents give their children Igbo name. Even if you don't teach your child how to speak Igbo, teach your child Igbo name. Give your child Igbo name so that name is an identity. Name is an identity. Yes. It's powerful. Identity is powerful. Even if you don't know how to speak Igbo, once you say your name, another Igbo person should quickly identify that that you are Igbo. Teach your child not to demonize the culture, not to practice. Even if the person doesn't need to practice, teach your child that throwing of Uzu is not bad. Teach your child that you can pray with kola nut, even with English or Germany or French, and even with Yoruba. That the kola nut can hear any language. Just teach your child that this is our own, how we pray. This is how we commune, right? Teach your child those things, even with the white man's language. Is a way of still preserving the culture. There are several ways we can preserve the culture, other than saying we are speaking, we are forcing people that, everybody speaking Igbo language is good. I know how to speak Igbo language very well, but in terms of promoting the culture, I've used English a lot to promote the culture because take it or leave it. English language is the universal language now. So English language has more advantage in the promotion of Igbo culture. This is a reality that you cannot dispute. But Igbos do not even appreciate. People are saying speak Igbo. I say filmmaker, I must tell you that if you do film in Igbo language, it's going to be a huge loss. Because Igbos don't want to watch Igbo language film. When have you watched Igbo language film? I have Igbo language film that are uploaded in YouTube. So now what do Igbo people do if they want to shoot Igbo language film? If they're shooting it in Igbo, they're shooting it in English. Right? Yeah. They speak Igbo. After speaking Igbo, they break set, they come back and repeat the same set again in English. And trust me, the one they did in English is the one that will go far. So Igbos boycott those who are saying Sobuibo. They go on YouTube to watch film. They hardly watch Igbo film. They hardly tune into African Magic Igbo. Some of them will even tune into African Magic of another language.
So taking it back down to tradition and modernity, is tradition actually fighting modernity?
When two things are opposing, they will always
clash.
Be as if there is a clash.
Okay.
All we need to do is to maintain balance. Try to see how we maintain balance. There will be that friction of two divergent views, just like man and woman. And when you see, I've seen a husband that said that he has not had any disagreement since he married his wife of 20 years. I couldn't fathom that. It's not possible. Either the wife is completely dumb or you are completely dumb. It's not possible. Once two of them are thinking head, there will always be clash. So, But what makes them mature is how they resolve this clash, how they try to balance this diverse. Even if they come to a point that and they realize they need to separate, they do it amicably.
So which Igbo values do you think must never disappear?
That's what I said. Holding on to truth. Our ancients, our nobles
should be truth.
Yes, they stood on truth. I told you, Omife Jido for stand on truth. Don't joke with that. It's more important to me than you knowing how to say you know how to throw Afa, you know how to throw Nzu, you know how to break kola nuts. You know that as an Igbo person, that lie is abhorrible to the ancient Igbos. Do you know also I took Ozo title, right? Do you know one of the foundational principles of Ozo?
You won't lie.
Saying the truth.
Yeah.
That's how Igbos design nobility. That a noble person is someone that says the truth. And in my own side, where I come from, our own side, the people that take also title is like the highest ascension you can do as a socio-political ladder of Igbo society, which means for you to be a noble, you must be someone that have dedicated yourself to saying the truth.
Okay, thank you so much so far. And I would like to ask, do you think social media is doing more harm than good to the Igbo culture so far?
No. Like I said, if something comes with good, we should always not try to. We should learn how to deal with the bad. Anything that comes with good must come with bad.
Yeah.
Anything that comes with pain must come with gain. With loss, there is gain.
Yeah.
So I don't like this cherry picking, saying it has done more good than harm. It has done more harm than good. Once it has done good, it will definitely do harm. Once it has done harm, it will definitely do good. If you are intelligent, you try to look for the positive out of the negative. The problem with us is that we love dwelling on the negative of things, negative side of things, and we blind our eyes to the good, even when we are enjoying it.
Okay. I'm a traditional religion scholar, and I'm doing my PhD in that line and all. So, and sometimes philosophy did their conference on AI, and so I want to ask, is there any way AI can fit into traditional religion?
AI doesn't need to fit into traditional religion. It's traditional religion that will fit into AI.
Yeah. Explain, sir.
AI is where the world is now.
Okay.
Right? So this is where the world is. You are here. You are the one that will come up. Okay, how will I explain it to you? When I was a secondary school teacher, I used to tell my students that if you want to understand me, I cannot come down to your level. You have to strive to come up to my level. My job is to help you in your attempt to come up. My job is not to come down on your level, because this is where the world is. This is where the innovation, the development, what is bringing as inventions to the world, this is coming from this sector, right? Yeah. So you do want to bring development to your people as an Igbo person, as an Igbo traditionalist. You have to come up to AI. It's not AI that will come down to you, because it's not going to happen.
So then how would the traditional religion come up to AI?
It's not traditional religion. Practitioners, the people who claim that they are practitioners of traditional religion, the people who claim that they are possessed by Abu, their job is now to be doubly, I didn't say, mark the word doubly, there is emphasis on the adjective doubly. You have to double your learning of the modern knowledge. I said it that modern day Okwago is not about having Odala trees. It's not about having Akatolo or Jokoisi to show that you are active. Now let me tell you, I believe modern day Okwago is this university, the fountain of knowledge. Now if you want to come up to that level of AI, then you have to start searching for knowledge, like Ulysses said, like a sinking star. If it means going beyond Chukwemeka University to go to Harvard as a Dibia, you have to go there. If it means to go to MIT, you have to go there. Now, when you acquire that knowledge, you now bring in your ancient principles, value systems, ethics, and do what? Practice it with that modern knowledge. Now, you now do what I call domestication. What do I mean by domestication? This is where the old system. Domestication means you domesticate it in a way that knowledge will become part of your own traditional system. You have gone outside to pursue that knowledge, right? Yeah. To acquire that AI, artificial intelligent knowledge that will lead to invention. Domesticate that knowledge. It means learning how to be a global citizen and how to be the citizen of your own community. You must learn how to domesticate the knowledge. First, you must go and pursue that knowledge, because it's not here. Like I said, it's not coming to meet you in your village. You have to go to meet that knowledge wherever it is. If it's through internet that you will pursue it, fine. If it's physical, that you have to travel down to where it matters. Did this university come to meet you in your village, in your father's house?
No.
You came here to meet this university. you came to drink from it. Then you can strive as possible and say, okay, now that the university have passed through me, let me see how I will pass through the university. So it's a two-way thing. We have to go out and fetch that AI knowledge. Then we come back and domesticate that knowledge in a way that it will become our own. Let me give you an example again. The Indians, the Chinese, all of them went to America to study. They went to Europe to study. After studying, they went back to China, to India to domesticate that knowledge.
Yes.
Now you come into the Indian hospital, you see Buddha, you see their religious rites and everything. They have domesticated that knowledge. They went to America to do what? To acquire. And let me bust your head. There are things. Why are people now going to India? They went to learn from America to add it to what they know. I used to tell students when I used to teach them that a student always has more advantage than the teacher when you are learning. If you learn well. Do you know why? The teacher is teaching you. The teacher is not trying to learn from you. The teacher is teaching you what he or she knows. The teacher does not know what you know. So if you're a good student, you add what you are soaking up from the teacher to what you know. That's the only way you can beat the teacher. So there are a lot of things we know that the white man does not know. But the problem is that we do not want to go and learn what the white man knows. The only way to beat the white man is learning what the white man knows and add it to what you know, to what you have, and you now have the comparative advantage.
I'm indeed learning a whole lot.
It's quite
let's talk about the misconception of the Igbo spirituality. Do you think that the Igbo spirituality is misunderstood?
Yes. Unfortunately, the missionaries give it a bad name. Our people say that you have to give a dog a bad name in order to hang it. So they gave it a bad name. Some of us is in our course of research. I keep saying it that for me to pivot from Christianity to ordinary doesn't mean that Christianity did anything to me. It was just in my course of research that I realized that the same truth that is obtainable in Christianity is there in traditional religion, Igbo traditional religion, in our own system. So why should I now leave my own to take another person's own? I can find God that I'm looking for. I can find all the things I'm looking for through our own system. Because God is everywhere. God is not a stranger to Igbo land. The Igbo people have known God. They have interacted with God. They are still interacting with God through their traditional way before the white man came with their own system of God. But in order for them, because religion is politics, what I call the politics of religion, because religion is politics, organized religion as we know it is politics, you have to demonize one in order to lift the other. I totally understandable. It is us that misunderstood what the white. I don't blame the white man, right? For example, I used to tell people, I see people who are not politicians. You are not in politics. You are not a card-carrying member of politics, and you are talking like a politician. You are saying bad about a present government. That's what
But don't you think that the white people went very far? Because I've read books, and even Professor Kate Azuka made mention of it during the courtesy call, where I've forgotten the man's name, that said, how can the untutored African conceive God? How can a black man with a black mind know God or something like that?
Did you hear what I said? The politics of religion.
Okay.
You want something to stand, and you see something that is competing against that thing. Is it your job to praise that thing?
No.
Your job is to demonize that thing.
Okay.
Have you seen someone two people that owns a shop in the market, and the other person is trying to say, no, don't worry, you can go and buy. If you say that, then he has a business with it. But as far as that one is competition, your job is to the market. You can say, yes, they went far in doing that. Right? I can agree with you that they went far. What I'm saying is that I do not even blame the white man. We are blaming with the white man. Who I'm blaming today is there are people that are going far, doing the white man's job. Okay. For the white man, that's who you should blame. You have not even blamed yourself that is burning shrines. I keep saying it. Why should someone burn shrine? It doesn't make sense to me.
I think we should ask.
Why should a Christian
burn shrine?
If you're not a Christian, you have no moral obligation to burn shrine. If someone that is a traditional religion say that they want to switch over to Christianity, that they know and invite you, you are not supposed to do that. You teach the person. We had people that did it in the past. I gave an example of Bishop L.M. Ozodike. He was the first Anglican black bishop of the Niger. So, whenever people who want to cross invite him to come and you tell them, no, why should you do that? This is something that your forefathers did and passed down to you. If you are tired of it, leave it. Build something, cover it. Is it blocking your way from going out in the morning? You say no. So why are you not disturbing it? That tomorrow, your grandchild or your son may decide to do what? Go back to it. So why are you destroying it? So it doesn't make sense. It drives me crazy. Each time I see Igbo Christian pastors celebrate, jubilate, I call them charlatans, destroying people's. How will you feel tomorrow? A pastor is no longer a pastor and invite a Dibia to come and burn his church. No, tell me. Most times, let's reverse some certain things we do. How will you feel? No, you are not just burning someone's fire. You are demarcating a particular religion, saying that it's demonic, it's occultic. That's what you are doing. Just like what our people will do. When there is headman attack, you say Fulani.
That's right.
You are painting a whole tribe in one brush, in one giant brush. We do it a lot, we stereotype a lot, and we do not understand the implication of these stereotypes. When they do it to us, you get angry, but you do it to people. So my problem is not with the white man, because the white man has come and gone. Is what the white man introduced, and we are continuing, and we have even gone, as in we have become more dangerous than the missionaries, that we are competing with the traditional religion. Bishop, ask me a question.
All right, I wanted to ask, there is this, I think there was a conference we went to in Igbo houses last year, and the bishop that was invited, I've forgotten his name, he made mention, he said that we Christians, we are not against Ordinana, but we are against the evil that is being perpetrated in Ordinana. So I wanted to know, is there evil in Ordinana? And I know you mentioned, you made mention of, pastors burning shrines and things like of that nature. And most of the time, you find out it is the members of those families that will make them do that. They say they don't want to serve this God again, that they want to burn it, So I want you to clear that exception. Another question I would like to ask is this: what is the difference between Ordinana and Omenana?
Okay, you asked almost 3 questions, so
yes.
Can we take it one?
Yeah, one
after the other. Just ask me one so that I will. You ask, is there evil in Ordinana?
Yeah.
I've established that anything that has good must have evil. It's almost like asking me, is there evil in Christianity? Is that answer not too glaring? Christianity claims that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. I can't see what is, I can't see what is inconsiderate. I can't see what is as intolerant as that particular verse. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one cometh to the Father except through me. That means you have foreclosed other way. It's either my way or the highway. What is more evil than that? What is more, there is nothing like, that's almost like a Boko Haramic declaration. Right? So we read the news, you see so many atrocities committed by Christian clergies. Now, does it still make Christianity bad? Anything that is good has a bad side. As far as in this physical world, even you as a human being, are you totally good? I'm yet to see someone that is totally good. If you see that person, help me and call the person a fool. Right?
Yeah.
If you see someone that is totally bad, also help me and call the person what? A fool. Look at the life we are living. I keep saying it. It's audio life. Life creates light, creates darkness. I hear people see darkness as bad. How can you say darkness is bad? Life has created it. There is time for darkness and there is time for light. There is time for good and there is time for bad. So if there is evil in Ordinana, it's not for the church to tell us to condemn it. It's for Ordinana people to work on it. It's for the government of the day to work on it. Whenever the government is trying to streamline, I'm not attacking it because I know it's the job of the what? Government. It's not the job of the church to streamline another religion. Because why is it that the church also find it very difficult to attack the evil in Islam? Why don't they do it? Why do they run away? Why? Because they know that those people will push back. They will fight back. But because Ordinana is a minority today, and that's why they are doing it.
Do you actually think that Ordinana is in the minority?
No, for today it is. You have, one thing about me is like I love facing facts. As of today, I don't know about tomorrow. As of today, okay, we are how many in this room now? We are 6. If we do head count of those who are ordinana or those who are Christian, I might tell you that Christianity will carry the day. Would you want us to do it?
I tend to disagree, sir, because I wrote a paper on beyond syncretism, where I had to talk about Christianity and then the African traditional religion, whereby in the morning, all of us are Christians. Then in the night, all of us are ATR. Okay, we went for a burial of the mom of one of our colleagues' mom, and even someone that claims himself to be a bishop also said, "Let's go and get akilu and put in our mouth to prevent all these."
He asked me a very poignant question. What's the difference between omenana and ordinana? Now let's get this clear. Omenana is how people practice their ordinana.
Omenana is how people practice their ordinana.
Ode is fixed. Ome is an action word. Ome is to do. Ode is fixed. Ode. Once we say something day, that thing will be fixed. Ome, it means doing. Right? Okay. So I think that is self-explanatory.
Of course.
Now, the thing is, everybody who Igbo na-eme ordinana. If I na-ekwuzi in what level ka ị na-eme, onwe ndị na-eme at a minute level. Onwe onye ahụ eme omenala. If I na-ekwuzi at what level ka your give our tolerance level or something. Amam na ata. Onwe ya kịta na inye nzu ya atọ. Ọ bazi igbu ọkọ sị mba. Na ọ bazi ịta alụsị. Ọ ba ịgba afọ sị mba na ya anwakwe anwa. Right? Mana when they self na ọ ya awa ọjị, ọ sị ụnọdụ na o megidere okwukwe, ịtụ nzu o megidere okwukwe, right? Mana ọ ma na ejeme traditional marriage. Right?
Yeah.
Nwadi ya na nwụọ, ọ ya eje akwa ọgọ, ọ ya eje kpu akwa. Are those things in the Bible?
No.
So you see that onye ọ na-eme omenala, or at what level ka ị na-eme. So if I na-ekwu na ndị ahụ na-eme at the level ị eji wee kpọzi onye traditionalist, so na ha do very minimum.
Okay. I get it now. All right.
Or had you bold enough, after slide in filling paper, what's your religion? He fail where traditionalists, they cannot think of feeling it as Christian. Like to me now, you can't see me inside church. I don't have any business with church. That's the level Luna, no ordinana. That is not possible. I know when the name ordinana, I go on ordinana, hand man, I get the hoka. Ordinana name, Emelgo ordinana, no one I get the low, okay. Just like a Christian, Mwirike, ne Islam. Omolo ya we Christian or draw possible. SNOJ mosque, SNOJ donana, or ye kwe, because omena Christianity to the level that he or she cannot accommodate an opposing religion or spiritual path.
All right. Okay. I have an interest in environment and African traditional religion. What do you think about eco-spirituality?
Eco-spirituality,
environmental, like bringing in the spirituality that is embedded. Like now, in the African traditional religion, we believe in sacred groves. Okay. We believe in rivers, totemic animals too, and all. We believe in the environment generally and all. So that's what we call eco-spirituality.
Is there any spirituality that doesn't have eco if it's like that?
Is there?
Are you going to practice your spirituality in a vacuum? Is it not inside this environment that you practice it? So every spirituality is either eco-friendly or is not. I think Ordinana is more eco-friendly. Although modern practice of Ordinana was becoming is it on eco-friendly? Was trying to you see the environmental pollution that was coming with sacrifice on the road. I was warning them before government came. That is wrong. These are practices that was done in a homogeneous society. Our society is not heterogeneous. It doesn't make sense for you to do sacrifice on the road again.
So how should they
do it? It doesn't make sense.
You still believe in road junction, the
I don't want. That's why spirituality. I'm not supposed to proffer a solution to you. You and your chi and ezumezu should be able to come up with that solution, because it's people's chi and ezumezu that came up with that solution as of then. So why should I be the one to prefer solution to it. I keep saying it. I still make sacrifices, even water sacrifices, but you can never see me on the river. What am I doing there? Imagine the image of me being seen on the water carrying this thing. Assuming someone gets the picture, it can be given multiple negative meaning. Okay, imagine the VC of this university. Imagine seeing her by the river carrying ram. What interpretation are you going to give that? Right?
Yeah.
But if she does it in her own corner, in her own privacy, are you going to give it any kind of multiple interpretation? Even Christians who preach on the road, I see the person as a madman. If I'm in a bus or when if you stand up I see you as a mad person. I don't see you as someone that have right senses. Because you should have asked yourself, how many people are you must always ask yourself that question. That's why I asked them, have you seen anybody preach inside a plane before? So why that madness? Because get there. It's stupidity. There are things you need to start knowing that, okay, this society is completely what? Heterogeneous. We have people of different belief system. We need to know how to. If you want to preach to someone, go to the person's house, tell the person what you have come to do. If the person allows you, come in. I keep saying it that Jehovah's Witnesses are the people getting it right. If they say no, turn back and leave. Why should you be on the middle of the road? Why should you mount speakers? Why should you do those things? I see the same way I see those who are standing in the rivers crazy or doing that's the same way I see those who are doing that. I see it as craziness.
So far, so good. That means you support Soludo's policies on
religion. I think the problem I had with Ordinana people when they declared fatwa on me was me supporting Soludo. Do you know how many times I'm coming down to a junction and you're trying to swap because you're trying to avoid someone's sacrifice, not to climb someone's sacrifice? How can you put the head of a cow in the middle of the road, the head of a goat, basket with a lot of things, plastics on the road? You are not sweeping it. It's wrong. That's environmental pollution. That's when I'm talking about eco. It's wrong. You get to the river, our rivers are clogged. In the olden days, they have a section for those particular things. And these are members of the community. Now, you are not even a member of that community. You are crashing into their river to do whatever thing I don't understand. You are talking to spirit for crying out loud. They can answer you from anywhere, with any language. So stop showing me pictures of those in India who are doing it. Then go to India and make the sacrifice since they have allowed it in India. Since their environment supports it. Even in India government, if you look, those of us that follow international politics are trying to see how to curb all those things. But because of politics, they are trying to be what? Careful.
Diplomatic about it.
Never, because at times they even have stampede in some of those events. There is one that happened last year. I think the stampede killed about, was it 100 and something people?
In India?
Yes. They always have stampede in some of those religious gatherings. So the government are trying to be very careful because it's part of their Hindu religion. So you see that it thrives in that kind of place where you see that the people are not yet very well educated. So the government is trying to be careful in how to curb those things, knowing that it is no longer the way to go. I'm trying to tell you that despite India is largely Hindu, within the next 10 years, you have a government that will be bold enough to stop all those things.
Okay, sorry I'm going back to this. I worked on my master's. I think I did something on Ogwego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of work for me too. Yeah, and I had criticisms and all. People believing that Ogwego works. For me, I don't think it works. I feel it is Ogwego is something that should consist with your hard work, your sweat, and. But right now, we're saying in the society that we live in right now, the young people going to rivers, doing sacrifices, standing Chifa, whatever, and all for it to work. So what do you have to say about these whole things?
Now, Ogwego works, but it's not how they present it.
The killing of human beings and...
It's almost like asking me, does tithe work? Tithe is Christian version of Ogwego.
Don't you? But anyway,
you don't agree with me?
I think tithe is a way of them stealing from their members.
No,
from me personally.
Do you believe that it works?
I don't.
It works. The thing is that it's not scientific. That's why. The problem is that religion trying to present this thing as if you do this, you get this. That's where so many charlatans in religion trying to exploit people. Tithe works. It will work for those it will work for. Right? That's how Ogwego is. It works, but not how Nollywood presents it or how some people are presenting it now.
If you make a two, and I think you've
now let me explain how Ogwego was in the past. Because our forefathers, I told you about honesty, truth. Those people had truth. Many people are masquerading as Igbos that don't have any truth. Those people are criminals.
They'll come for you, sir.
Yeah, they always do. They always do. And they're welcome. So, in the olden days, Ogwego, if I know version can ite jinede. What it means is that wealth, if I may ageli, will never lack in that family.
Okay.
Now, once they prepare it, it doesn't go into effect. It doesn't become effective immediately. Now, I can give you one process it will come. Maybe after like in 50 years or 25 years, they will born someone into that family that will come, that will start things, that will open door that wealth will come through. Right? Now, it can also come through marrying the right woman into the family that will bring that wealth into the family. Now, there is now a spiritual ritual that was done that will facilitate for wealth to be in a family. Now, there is now a process to it. I used to tell people, Agu is process. There is no shortcut in Agu. You can't circumvent nature, right? But Ogwego is trying to circumvent nature. Nature has given you rules and allows you to also circumvent it. The thing is that you must be ready to bear the consequences. So Ogu is way of circumventing nature. So there is typical Ogwego that is not circumventing nature. And there is one that can circumvent nature if you are willing to pay the what? Iron price.
Explain more on that one that does not circumvent nature. Let me know whether I'll get involved in
the one that doesn't circumvent nature is those ones that they prepare of old. That I used to tell you, is it
still in vogue right now?
Yes, some people they have done it in a family. That's how the wealth, and that's how those family came into wealth. Right? Some of the things you are trying to do now, if you go back, some of your parents, your great grandparents have already done it. All you need to do is to honor them. See? That's the reason for the yearly sacrifices, is to renew the bond. That's the essence of the killing.
Okay, that means for some of us, for the Christians, that you say honoring them based on their ancestors.
Yes,
but some persons don't do that. Some Christians
then
don't
why
do that.
you do not want to benefit
St.
from
Peter
that
and St. Paul.
particular thing? You leave it now, you follow St. Paul, you can still get it through St. Paul. It's possible, yes. You can get it through St. Paul. Just focus on St. Paul. The problem, people don't want to choose their hustle.
I agree.
If you want to follow it through St. Paul, follow it through St. Paul. If it works for you, fine. It works for some people. This one is also working for some people. Choose the one that you want to.
That works for you.
That works for you. That you believe that is attuned with you. You want your ancestors to release the blessings that they have attracted into the family, and you want to be a carrier of that blessing, and you say you don't want to do things through their own way of doing things. No, it's not going to. They don't know you. I
agree.
Yes. Right? You don't hearken to my instruction. You have a boss in the office. You don't hearken to the boss' instruction. You don't follow the boss. You try to sabotage the boss, and you are thinking that the boss will bless you. Where will the boss? How can the boss bless you? You don't honor your ancestors. You don't break kola nuts for them. You don't throw nzu for them. You don't make sacrifices in their names. So how do you now renew the bond with them? Leave them now. If you have a problem, leave them. Face the people that you are making sacrifices for. If they answer you, good and fine. You go and give thanksgiving to them. These things are simple. Why are we making it complicated?
This has been an interesting conversation, and we can't thank you enough for coming here. So let's wrap it up. And what legacy do you think you would want to leave behind for your generations, and what you would be remembered for?
For someone that promotes Igbo consciousness in truth, for someone that preached peace in Southeast. We've shed a lot of blood. We've desecrated the land in our neighbor, and we just need to stop.
Yes, I wanted to come to that. The very first day I came across your video, Facebook, I think we were taking a thought to a community that was being raided by the so-called Igbo liberators.
Yes.
You understand? And when I came across that video, I was so happy that at least a voice is being heard. Because we have this mindset that killing our brothers will give us that
Liberation.
Which is not making sense. So with this, I wanted to throw more light on the issue that is going on in Igbo land, because most times we believe that we don't love ourselves. You understand? So what do you think?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't.
Why do you say
And it's
so?
shameful. Igbos pretend to be united at the surface, but in real, these Igbos are not united. It's shameful. Igbos are not united.
Do you
Igbos
actually
are not
believe
united.
in like the method or the way these people are fighting for the Biafra and agitation?
No, first of all, we need to understand that Biafra does not exist. Biafra is dead.
Okay.
Biafra is dead. And whatever is dead, even if it needs to resurrect, it must take a new form. Like we believe in reincarnation. If you're going to come to this world next time, it's not with this body again. It will be with another body. So even if there is going to be a new nation, it can never be Biafra. But let's face it first. Igbo, I've said it before, Biafra, Igbo ancestors does not want a divided Nigeria. Nigeria benefits the Igbos. So what are you trying to create a new nation for? Not just Igbos. Nigeria is solving a real problem for a lot of people. Why are you talking only about yourself? In life, stop speaking. You have a problem in life if you keep thinking only about yourself. I keep saying it. Whenever you think something, how something affects you or how something benefits you, always also think how that thing affects or as in benefits or is a disadvantage to the other person. But you must be able to balance all these things.
The Igbos have been marginalized for long. That they should let us go.
No, that's the question I wanted to ask him.
Igbo
marginalization in Nigeria, is it real or imagined?
In what way? In what way are we being marginalized? I need to answer that question. There are things that are not benefiting us in this country. That is true. But there are also things that are benefiting us in this country.
Like what, sir?
Oh, Igbos have the highest local population in anywhere in Nigeria. After the local population, the next biggest population is Igbos. And you are not treated like a second-class citizen there. You go there because you know the Igbos love to lie. That they are treating them bad. If they are treating you bad, why are you still there? Why are you still there? Have you seen someone that is not a slave, that is being treated bad and is still there? It's only a slave that you are treating bad and the slave will still be there. And do you know why the slave is still there? During the days of slavery, do you know why the slave knows that if he or she escapes, if you are caught, you'll be killed. Right?
Yeah.
That's why the slave will remain under bondage, under enslavement. But there is nobody that is free, that you treat bad, that will remain under bondage. If the person remains under bondage, the person is benefiting something, or the person is marking his or her time. So Igbo say that they are marginalizing them. Please, go to the north, remove the northern population in the north. The next population you see there are Igbos, not Yorubas.
Okay, I think
Not Ejos. Go to anywhere in Nigeria. The next population after the local population are what? Igbos. And they are thriving, they are doing business, they are taking advantage of the resources of whatever government provides for those people. So how are you being marginalized? Is it because there are some certain things that doesn't benefit you? You are not looking at what benefits you in other places. Everybody in this country have where they are disadvantaged and where they have an advantage. We must agree this as a fact. Every tribe in Nigeria, in fact, there's even more tribes that are more disadvantaged. I've used Edo repeatedly. The Benin Empire was one of the biggest empire in this present day Nigeria.
Yeah.
Please, have Nigeria not swallowed Benin Empire? Are they not Benin in Nigeria? Are they crying, hi, we have not produced a president? Almost all the big bronzes that they said they will return to Nigeria, we have cut away from Benin. That means they were once a great civilization, but they sacrificed their civilization, their nationhood, to be in Nigeria. Do you see them crying blood? What are we saying? We are running our 5 states with resources gotten from Niger Delta. We are running our economy with resources gotten from Niger Delta. How many are we contributing? So what are we saying? Let's be frank here. I have said it. Anything that has good must have bad. So why do we enjoy the good and we don't say anything about it? We only keep hammering on the what? The bad. It's not honesty. It's intellectually dishonest. And we keep lying to ourselves. We say they are marginalized, they treat us. I've asked this question. How many outsiders, the Yorubas that are in the East, that you are treating very well? If you say they don't treat you better, how many are you treating better in your own homeland? Do people even, they don't even make noise. They stay so quietly. But we go to their own places, we establish. And at times we start boasting that we
make the noise too.
that we have become better than them.
Yeah, of recent we've been having a lot of issues with Sema. Igbo has been causing a lot of issues. So what do you have to say about that?
I've told them to stop it. Stop it. You say that other people, there is Oba of you, but you will never know.
Yes.
That's what but you know you are loud.
You're too loud.
And
You will never know.
And you see them doing New Year festival there.
Yes, you will never know. But because we are too loud. I said it, I made reference the other time. Igbos will start coming back for December. They will start mocking Lagos people. Now Lagos will be empty. Lagos will be empty. Let's show them who have Lagos. How can you be saying? Now, there are even some things that if they are true, don't say it. But we don't know it. We have lost tact. Igbos are tactless now. Igbos are tactless, and that's why they are doing bad politically. Before Igbos, you get the president of Nigeria, it will take time. If we continue with this tactlessness. It's not the social media era. What is causing it is that we love telling ourselves lies. Our parents lies to the children. The children believe it. They grew up with those lies and keep passing it downwards. So you are passing lies to yourself, and outsiders are saying the truth. Outsiders know the Igbos are not united. Outsider knows that Igbos are intolerant. They know how you treat them. They close mouth. I give an example. You might kill an Hausa person around here now. You will not hear outrage in the north. It happens. You don't know that they kill even in Abad, at times they do some of all those killings. You don't hear about it. And there will be no outrage in the north. They will close their mouth. But once there is such thing in that place, you see how Igbos, you amplify it. They have finished us. These people, this one, this, as we start crying, start screaming. We are very tactless. We don't even know things we should shout about and the ones we should keep quiet. There are times you'll be suffering, you have to keep quiet. Our ancients said it. What is in Didi? You are suffering, you are suffering, you are patient. You close your mouth. A patient dog eats the fattest bone. Our ancients say, Igbos lack ndidi. Igbos lack patience. Igbos are very noisy. And we don't know when to cry. We don't know when to close mouth. What the young Igbos should do in preservation of Igbo culture first is to study it. I see young people trying to rush into Igbo, practicing Igbo. No, don't rush first to practice, please. Study first. I don't like putting Bible, but please, let me put Bible for now. St. Paul says, study to show yourself approved. Like a workman, rightly dividing the word of. You must study. I tell you, study. Go and research about your community. Because people want to preserve Igbo culture. They are trying to treat Igbo culture as one holistic thing that the Igbo culture is not holistic. What you need to preserve, like I talk about the culture of Nnewi more. Because I'm from Nnewi, it's Nnewi culture I can preserve. If I preserve Nnewi culture, I preserve Igbo culture. You preserve your own community culture. And for you to preserve your community culture, you need to understand it first. Then secondly, stop talking bad against it. You talk about the Yorubas. They have some people, a minority group in Yorubas trying to, but there are very few. But Igbos, you have a lot of people talking bad. That's why if they give example of killing of twins, it's Igbo land. Igbos, you are killing twins. Now, some have not even gone to do research to know how true that statement is, to know if their community they came out from kill twins. If they say Igbo kill twins, you say it happened in boundary in some community between Cross River and Ebonyi. It didn't happen in my own community. I've done research. We did not kill twins. Igbos did this one. If they say Igbos did this, you try to go and study. your own community and know the one your ancestor is guilty of and the ones that are not guilty of. And the ones that are not guilty of, is your duty to absolve your ancestors. Don't allow people to paint one big brush. Paint you with one big brush. I don't do that. I say, no, wait, let me speak the one we did and the one we didn't do. It's because I have privileged information. I've studied it. I said, within my whole community, there was only one man that was involved in slave trade. So don't say my ancestors, because a lot of them were not involved. There was this particular man that was involved in slave trade. I can tell you his name. That's the historical fact from my community. But people will now paint it like everybody gathered and was involved in slave trade. Imagine now, this is our generation. Yahoo is like the rampant evil vice within our generation. And 150 years later, you see some Igbo people, my child, you say that I did Igbo people there we are doing. I will not forgive that person. I will deal with that offspring. Because you are painting me with the wrong brush. I didn't do it. I condemned it. I was not part of it. So that's what young people should do. Go back and study your history. Know what your ancestors did, what they got right. So whenever people say this, you say no. Because you are the voice of that ancestor. You might even be that ancestor returned. And say, no, I didn't do this then. This is what we did. Right? So that's how the young people should preserve. You must go back and learn the ways of your people. Know what they got right and what they didn't get right. The ones they didn't get right, you try to preserve it. The ones they got right, you see if it's still necessary now. If it is, you improve upon it. If it's not necessary, though they got it right, you keep it aside and continue with your journey of life.
Wow. All right. So the final message to the young Igbo people.
My final message to young Igbo people is that my generation should understand that we must pursue peace. Let's come out from the path that leads to violence. Separation, agitation, Biafra, all these things leads to violence. We should look for peace in Southeast because it's peace that will bring prosperity. It is peace that will bring progress. It is peace that will bring development. It is peace that will put Igbo back on the world map. Igbo must come back on the world map because Nigeria needs to work. Africa needs to work. And for this to happen, I strongly believe that an Igbo needs to work. And for an Igbo needs to work, there must be peace. We must pursue peace.
So the key word is peace.
Peace, yes.
Right. Rapid fire. What's your favorite Igbo proverb?
I don't know. Should it be Omife Jidofo? I love Omife Jidofo. It's like my own guiding principle. But initially, there was a time I used to like if I front it with nail. If I front it with nail, I feel like as in what you didn't see in the scrotum and of the mother goat. If you see it in the daughter, it becomes abomination. So what our ancestors didn't do, and you are doing it now. Oh God! Makazna ewu pulumpi, makazna ne pulumpi, ebulumelum ke sata. I'm a traditionalist. This is what convinced me to be a traditionalist. I'm a traditionalist. I'm following Igbo traditional religion because my ancestors followed Igbo traditional religion. So an Igbo person that is a Christian million sata, and there's nothing wrong with that. Man, I can't money million sata.
Favorite Igbo food?
It should be pounded yam with bitter leaf soup, ofe onugbu, and at times ofe muo. You know what is ofe muo? What some of us call salad. That's soup.
Okay.
White soup with oil.
Yeah.
Pounded yam with that. When you cook it with goat meat, it hits differently. Then when you eat pounded yam with bitter leaf, oh God, or when you eat it with fufu, I believe you've touched the garment of heaven. Some people say that Igbos don't eat fufu. I don't agree with you. That's what I've always said. Know the ones your community eats or your own. Your spirit forces don't allow you. Don't condemn something because your own community or spirit forces do not approve of it.
Tradition or modern fashion? Of course, I know you would say tradition. But modern, how you will look on suit?
No, I can't be caught dead on suit. That time has passed. There was a time I used to deck. I'm always on suit. That time has passed. I'm Igbo cultural ambassador, so there is no way I can be caught dead on suit. So,
one word for the Igbo spirit.
Igbo
spirit. Yeah.
Truth.
Again. Truth.
Offer. Truth. An Igbo person must conscious. Igbos have lost. Igbos not easy now. It's look at us in business. Every Igbo's not to easy, but we have lost that spirit, that truth. If we are here, we are truth. We've lost it. As in, truth doesn't mean anything. Even to Christians, to everyone, truth does not mean anything to them again. An Igbo person will tell you, so business do long way. As in, you believe that you don't bring truth into business. How can? You don't bring truth into politics. How can? You don't bring truth into religion. How can? Truth is the foundation everything must stand on.
Thank you so much. And I think we're going to call it a wrap now. And it has been an insightful conversation. And honestly, I would have loved this thing to go on for but time conscious, and for our viewers, maybe you can also invite me one other time when you have chance, because I know what it took to bring you here. What do you have to say to our lovely audience? Should they keep watching COOUTUBE Podcast?
Yes, please do. I love what they are doing here. I like the resilient spirit, and keep watching, and please don't make them lose focus and say that no, I'll have to go to Lagos, because that's the problem. Encourage them so that they see how they can improve and create a bigger studio. This can become a big studio on its own, that it will even become a TV station of its own. That's the kind of vision.
That's the dream.
Instead of trying to run away. But let's learn how to support our own. Let's support what they are doing. You can support by watching, you can support by putting in good word of encouragement. Stop dropping bad comments on comment section. Stop it. It demoralizes people who are trying to do things right. Even if you don't support that thing and you don't like it, please pass away. Why do you trying to make people feel depressed with your own depression? If you can't encourage people, let them be. Talon.
Okay, you people hear from my mouth. You heard it from Nze Tobe Osigwe. Keep watching COOUTUBE Podcast Studios, and we'll keep bringing you informative talks, interesting one, and more people like people that would give us more insight, like the way he did. Follow, like, subscribe, give us that audience. We're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok, we're also on YouTube. Thank you so much.